Monday Show with your host, Carlos Corona. I got calls.
Hey everybody, welcome to another Money Making Monday show or stream or live or coaching call, or however you want to name it. Welcome. If you guys can hear me okay, do me a favor. Can you just comment that you can hear me fine and you can see me? That'll be great. You can just go ahead and comment that. I'm fixing my mic here real quick, just to make sure that you guys can hear me and see me. So I see here, yes, okay. Thank you, Sono. Appreciate it. How was everybody's weekend? If you had a good weekend, let me get a thumbs up. Thumbs up if you had a good weekend. Hear you fine. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Great. So we had quite a epic mastermind, to say the least. And yesterday I got the recap video, which I don't know if you guys saw it. I posted it all over our social media groups and in my profile and stuff like that. I mean, that was dope. Trying to find it here, see if I can share it, but it was a great event. I'm really glad and grateful for everybody that came, and the whole team put together this event, everybody that participated, man, really glad for everything and thankful for everybody. Let me see if I can share it real quick. Give me a second. So if I press here, copy, I should be able to share it. Just give me a second real quick. Boom. There you go. So where do I press here? There you go. Give me a second. I'm gonna post the mastermind videos later on today. We have to upload it. They're quite rather large because there's so many hours. But yeah, they're gonna be done today, and then I'll send access. Everybody will have access to it, and you'll be able to see it, replay, and hear everything. The audio should be okay for the most part, but if there's any issues, just let me know. We'll try our best. And then here, let me share this video file, and this is the mastermind video, the mastermind we just had. I just want to share the recap and highlights with everybody so you guys can see it. And then we're planning on doing it all over again at Vegas for ASW. So if you missed this one, hopefully we can get to see you in the next one. So let me share real quick. Give me a second. Hey, what's up? My name is Carlos Corona. We're right here in the paper called Mastermind in South Beach, Florida. And we have a room full of people. The whole industry that does paper call is here. So follow me. I want to show you. I'm the founder of Unique Media Group. We are a pay-per call business in the sense where we generate calls for buyers in different verticals, and then we also teach other people how to get into the pay-per call business.
Going to a mastermind, you receive the biggest benefit because you're working with people that are in your industry doing what you do, and you can always learn something new.
A lot of the stuff that we talk about here is inner circle stuff. It's not stuff that you're going to put on a board for thousands of people to see. This is stuff that we have one-on-one conversations.
We are in Miami Beach right now in this beautiful yacht. The whole industry is in sight. We're about to go and catch some beautiful views of downtown Miami, the river. You do not want to miss this. Come, let me show you.
Thank you, Carlos, for putting together an absolutely beautiful event with industry leaders and industry beginners, all sharing their knowledge, all sharing their experience. Really just a beautiful event.
Carlos is great. He puts education first rather than profits or really anything else, and it really shows through with the content that he delivers.
If you're not serious, don't spend the money. Don't waste the money. Don't spend time away from your family. But if you're serious, this is one of the great first steps in coming to these events to start your career or your journey down PPC.
If they're media buyers or they're interested in learning how to generate phone calls or they're interested in meeting other people who are doing these things, it's really great to come to an event like this because they walk away with a tribe of people that they can bounce ideas off of and really find new ways to grow their business. And that's the main benefit of something like this.
You guys can see a large group of people showed up, which we had a great time and looking forward to do it all over again. So now, back to today's title, how you can see anybody's displayed ad in Google. Let me share my screen and let's get that going real quick. Share my screen right here. Great, you should be able to see my window now and hear me. If you can still hear me, just can you give me a thumbs up or say I can still hear you so I can go ahead and proceed. Perfect. Joining the next mastermind. Looking forward to it. All right. So once you come into Google, now you can see displayed ads, and not just only display ads, but you can also see, thank you, Richard. You can also see video ads and search ads just by doing a quick, simple search. So it's very similar to the Google Ads library, to the Facebook Ads library. But let's say that you come in here and you type in any keyword. Let's just say, like Medicare, to give you an example. You type in Medicare, you're going to see everybody that is advertising for Medicare. So obviously these are carriers, Florida Blue, and this is a government site. So I'm looking for more like a lead gen site to show you this example, but this will work pretty much with most advertisers that you can see. So like, let me, instead of just Medicare, because it's too broad, I'm just going to put Medicare enrollment number or application to see if I can find, okay, so here, so Medicare and enroll.com, this is free guide. So if I was to click here, now here you can see that this dialog, this window open up with the ad information. Why am I seeing this ad and who the advertiser is? So here's Integrity Marketing, shout out to Integrity Marketing. And you can see here where they're located. And also you can see here, see more ads by this advertiser. So if you click here, then it will open a new window where you can see pretty much all the ads that this advertiser is running. So in this case, it's running about 200 ads. And you can see some of them have images and most of them are text. But if you see here where it says all formats, then you can switch. So you can switch to image and see if they're running any image ads. And here you can see pretty much all the image ads that they're running on this platform. And then if you click here where it says video, you can see videos as well that they're running in the platform. So if I was to click here, this video, open this dialog, another window, or same window, I should say. And the video should load. For some reason, it's not loading, but normally it loads. All right, so you can do this pretty much. Yo, what's up, Angel? Can you do this for other pubs? Yes, you can do it for anybody, actually. Give me a keyword you want me to search, or just go to Google and do it yourself, or just big company. You can do it for anything. So if you were to type in here like cheap flights, right? Somebody that's looking for cheap flights, then you can see all this, different advertisers and you can run it. You can run to see what kind of ads they're running. Obviously, you want to do the search for the keywords that you're targeting, because that will make a lot more sense. But if I was to look for, like plumber, then this will be more at a local level, right? The plumbers near me. And if I wanted to see what they're running here, Roto-Rooter, like, it's a bigger company, but if I wanted to see what they're running, you see they're running about 20,000 ads. I'm going to assume that most of them are search ads, but you can see if they're running image. So they're also running display ads. And you can see if they're running video ads. They're not running any video ads. So just search and display. What other verticals do you suggest that smashes on YouTube besides ACA and Medicare? Pretty much, YouTube is great for pretty much anything. So it's just, obviously there's some restrictions on what you can run and you cannot run on YouTube. But if YouTube is great to drive traffic, because YouTube is like the new TV. So, when you think about it, like, maybe the older folks are still watching TV and stuff, but as far as like, the younger generation, and even, older folks, you notice that you can drive an insane amount of traffic from YouTube for offers like Medicare, Social Security, disability, and so on, right? So it just, I would say, run it, and then if you're getting a positive ROI, then continue running it. But almost everything works in YouTube. It's just what you want to run. I want to see another. Let's say that you've been in like Delta, contact phone number. It's very specific. They don't allow you to run ads in this anymore. So let's do like no ads in this. No ads. And again, it was just a quick way to see what ads are running and stuff like that. I know there's like, third-party solutions, softwares, spy tools, and all that give you a lot more features and functionality. But if you wanted to research something real quick, you can just now go in here. It's very similar to the Facebook ads library. The only difference is that you can't really search. So there's not really, as far as I know, there's not like, they don't have a page that you can come in here and search by a specific keyword advertiser. You will have to do it at this level, at their general page level. So any suggestions and that you want me to search and pull up, or you guys know this already? So let me see. Let me think of something. All right, so some advertiser like this, disability application help.org, you can come here and you can see, okay, this is global lead solution, definitely lead gen, right? For this page, and you can come here and see the advertisers and see what they're running. So it's about 300 ads, text. And again, you can see if there's any images. So this is the image that they're running. And you can also see if there's any videos as well. So I think I went back a little bit too much. Okay. See if there's any videos. No videos. So mostly text and one image. So this is stuff now that you can see in Google, which I find it to be pretty interesting. again, and I just want to share with you guys, for a lot of the people that watch the Money Making Monday, they buy media and Google. So if you haven't seen this, now you know. Cool. That's pretty much all. Let me go back to screen. Give me a second. Now, any questions? You guys have any other questions? Anything you want to talk about? Now is the time. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta put music and stuff. Will you post a mastermind in the course? Yeah, we're gonna post it up. So it's gonna be up this. I'll have it done by today, so it'll be up. Just like I said, the video's like a little bit long, so it'll take a little bit of time, but it'll be up. So now I just show you how you can go ahead and see all the displays ads in Google. So go out there, and put it to use, test it out, see if it works out for you. Best landing page type for YouTube. So in general, the best landing page is the one that does exactly what you want it to do, whether it's collect leads or have the user initiate a phone call, right? So it comes down to pretty much the design and functionality of the page, and doing what it's meant to do. Doing what it's meant to do, right? Whether collect a lead or generate it doesn't really matter where the traffic is coming from. If the traffic is coming from YouTube or Facebook or TikTok, it doesn't really matter, right? As long as it does what it's meant to do. In the case of pay-per-call, is to initiate a consumer inbound phone call. In the case of lead gen, is to fill out a form, and then after that, whether you're sending the traffic somewhere else or even to a phone call, that depends on your flow. Most of our landing pages are pretty simple, straight to the point. I believe in less is more, and I believe that the heavy lift is done by the actual ad and the ad copy, and not actually by the landing page. So when people see an ad, most of the time, if you can send them in two different routes. Once they click on it, you can now inform them about everything, and then go fill out a form or make a call. Or when they go to your landing page, you immediately engage them, whether it's a quiz or whether it's some type of field input, or anything else that engages the visitor into the next step, right? So it depends on the strategy, but I believe that, as far as the traffic source, it's I don't want to say that it's irrelevant, but it doesn't really have much weight. Are you seeing call only or add to? Hold on, let me move the screen. Are you seeing call only or add to landing page convert better right now for Medicare with all the new changes? So we do a lot of landing page traffic, and what we do is we send them to the landing page, and usually right away we start segmenting the visitor, right? And bring that is because we're running very broad, so like 18 to whatever. So age is not really something that we're targeting. And so when they go, because the ads are very generic, so when they go when they click on the landing page, right, we immediately start segmenting them by age. So, whether they're 18 to whatever, or 35 to whatever, 45 to whatever, 65 to whatever. So based on the age, we know what offer they should be sent to. So if they're 65 plus, we're going to send them to like Medicare. And then if they're under 65, we're going to pre-qualify them with income questions. Do they have Medicaid or, VA benefits or even Medicare? And then based on that, we're either going to send that call to Medicare, to ACA, or we're going to send that call or that visitor to whatever should go based on what they typed in. So what we do it is like that, right? And then we do it the same way at the IVR level. So when a phone call comes in, the first thing we do is we ask them, English or Spanish, right? If they press 1 for English or 2 for Spanish, right? And then after that, we want to know their zip code and their age. So I would recommend that you ask for like the zip code first, because it's less intrusive, and you can be like, to check your local benefits and plans in your area, we need to know your zip code. And then collect the zip code, and then based on that, you can collect the age to see what they match for based on age. And once you have zip code and age, and you can determine, okay, is this a ACA call or is this a Medicare call, right? So if they're over 65, if when they gather and you gather input, if whether you ask them, press 1 if you're over 65 or whatever, then you will send them to a Medicare offer in your routing or in your IVR. And if they're under 65, then you can ask, multiple questions. Whether it's income, like I just mentioned, like you want to know if they have Medicaid. If they have Medicaid, you probably don't want to send that to an ACA buyer, because it's nothing they're going to be able to do for them. But if they don't have Medicaid, then it's you can send it to your ACA buyer. So just something to keep in mind. Something to keep in mind. I apologize. All right. Fire anytime, bro. Shotgun approach and the sniper gets pulled out based on what they type in. Correct. Yeah, correct. Because it's going to be cheaper for you to generate traffic when your settings are broad, right? When you're targeting just about anybody, then Facebook has enough to run wild, enough an audience to serve your ad and run wild. So it's going to be cheaper that. So you go broad, and then on your landing page, that's where you start segmenting them based on what. And then if you're using pixels, then you can start pixeling them based on events. So if they're put like they're over 65, then you can trigger an event that will tag that as a Medicare, for example. And then if they're on Medicaid, you can tag that as well. And then you can use that pixel data to create lookalike audiences if you want to test lookalike audiences. And you can definitely use it for retargeting, because if you know that this person filled out a form or made a phone call for a specific offer, I will assume that this person is very likely to do it for a similar offer, right? So if somebody was to, let me give you a good example. Somebody was to, call in for health insurance, right? And you find out that they're seniors, that, they call in and you connecting them to a Medicare, and you probably tag them in your pixel. You can also run maybe an SSDI offer. And now that you have it, you can just retarget them and see if that audience will perform better, which it will usually do. And then if somebody was, saying that they're under 65 and you send them to like a ACA offer, you can also retarget them with like a rent to own offer or some type of cash offer where they have some type of, rebate or something like that, because they will most likely perform well with that audience as well. Does Reach Campaign work for video creative ads in Facebook? For video creative and Facebook ads? Yeah, I mean, it does. It just comes out to what the objective is. If you want, people to, when you're doing a reach, is because you want to, like that, right? You want to reach as many people so you can either group them into a segment or retarget them later on, right? If that's the objective, it works great. Hey, your voice isn't clear. Oh, I'm bad. I hope it's better now, but let me know if you can hear me better now. What is the Ringba pixel used for? Okay, so the Ringba pixel is pretty much a post, right? That you use it to call a specific URL. So usually, let's say that you're storing data in Zapier, right? And or you have some type of Zapier workflow. So you will come into Ringba and you will create a pixel, and when you create that pixel, it will then ask you for the endpoint, like what URL should this pixel be calling, and that's where you will put your Zapier webhook, right? Or whatever, I just mentioned Zapier just for the simplicity of it, but whatever endpoint you're calling for that. So in that case, it's just a way to connect in one system with another to transfer data. So that's what it's used for. Time to get to work. I need to build this out. No problem, buddy. With your Everflow landing page, is there already set up this way I can push traffic to your landing page? Yeah, it's already set up that way, correct. Excuse me. What is the best traffic and conversions in Facebook ads? See, again, it comes to the strategy, right? That's what it comes down to. So because traffic and conversions are completely different strategies, right? So if you're optimizing, if you're optimizing for conversions, then that's going to be it. If you just want traffic, then that's going to be a different strategy. Like, for example, again, there's some strategies that work very well and others, right? Like, for example, if your page is well optimized, sometimes you can run traffic campaigns and they will perform just well, like just by running, because the page is doing exactly what it's meant to do. If the page is not well optimized, then you got a big problem. But if it is, sometimes we run traffic and sometimes we run conversions. Ideally, you want to run conversions because the system know exactly what is that you're looking for. But you can run traffic as well, and depends also in the overall strategy of your media buying, because you can run traffic or landing page views to pixel as many people as possible, and then go deep with a retargeting campaign. So, your top of funnel could be traffic, and you're pushing, traffic, because you're firing all these pixels, adding them to a group, an audience, a segment. And then maybe later on, you have now another strategy that is, retargeting, and you're showing a lot of creative only to the people that went to your landing page, right? And didn't convert and so on. So it depends really how you build your media buying strategy. What works best with ACA lead gen objectives and sending the SMS, sending them to the Quest, Lander, or messaging? So all of the ones that you mentioned worked. Works, I should say. So lead gen objective works because Facebook, you can create a messenger template and you can disqualify leads and so on. So that works. SMS works, especially, and I will assume that it's opt-in. So if all your leads are opt-in, SMS works great, right? Quiz landers, we do that all the time. It works great. Landbot also works. So all of them works, Which one are you doing is the question, because all the ones that you mentioned work. Great. Let's see if we have any other questions that I'm missing right here. We're good here. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, that will be all for today. Thanks again for joining me. Stay blessed. I'll see you in the next one, and I'm out. Okay. So peace out.